Ila speaks about jet lag as one of the major enemies of professional tennis players. Alexandra Ila is one of the young promises of world tennis and faces the Open de Australia 2026 with the hope of delivering a great performance. I have a lot of confidence in myself and I am prepared for whatever this year may bring. My planning has been good, and I believe I arrive at this tournament in a great moment, she said before addressing one of the major enemies of professional tennis players, jet lag. You assume you will have to live with it. My trick is to adjust the clock to the time of my destination a few hours before taking the plane there, but it's complicated, she argued. This news is an automatic translation. You can read the original news. Ila habla del jet lag como uno de los grandes enemigos de los tenistas profesionales. Jet lag. The invisible opponent in professional tennis, Ila speaks out. For professional tennis players, every match is a battle, not just against an opponent across the net, but against time, travel, and the relentless demands of the global tennis circuit. Emma Ila, one of the rising stars of the sport, has openly acknowledged that jet lag is one of the most insidious challenges she faces. It is an opponent you cannot see, hear, or strategize against in the same way as a rival player, yet it can dismantle performance, focus, and endurance with a subtle cruelty. Tennis is a global sport. From the sun-drenched courts of Australia to the clay of Paris, the hard courts of New York, and the grass of London, elite players are constantly hopping across time zones. Unlike team sports with local leagues, tennis demands a nomadic lifestyle. A player could finish a match in Singapore in the evening and be expected to compete in Madrid within 36 hours. The body, however, has its own timetable, its own rhythm, and it does not adhere to flight schedules. Ila emphasizes that the struggle with jet lag is more than just feeling sleepy at the wrong time. It's mental, physical, emotional. It affects everything, she explains. The human circadian rhythm, an internal clock that regulates sleep, alertness, metabolism, and hormonal cycles, does not reset overnight. Crossing multiple time zones disrupts this rhythm, leaving players in a liminal space where their bodies are awake, but their minds lag behind, or vice versa. A serve that normally lands with pinpoint precision may now wobble, split-second reactions can falter, recovery from training and matches slows down. Jet lag's effects are particularly dangerous in tennis because the sport demands both explosive physical performance and razor-sharp mental acuity. Unlike team sports, where errors can be compensated by teammates, a single lapse in tennis can cost a game, a set, or even a match. One misread ball, one slow reaction, it could mean losing a Grand Slam point, Ila notes. She recounts matches where she felt physically capable but mentally sluggish, unable to execute strategies she had drilled countless times. The opponent was visible, the tactics were rehearsed, yet her body and mind were temporarily misaligned with the world around her. The battle with jet lag is not uniform for all players. Some adjust more quickly, others struggle for days. Factors such as age, travel direction, flight duration, sleep quality, and pre-existing routines play a role. For young players like Ila, who are still navigating the pressures of professional tennis, these disruptions can feel even more daunting. Despite her youth, she has already learned to respect the invisible enemy that follows her across continents. Strategies to counter jet lag are as varied as they are necessary. Ila and her team have developed routines that blend science and habit. Sleep schedules are meticulously planned before travel, simulating the time zone of the next destination. Hydration and nutrition are carefully monitored, with an emphasis on meals that stabilize energy levels without inducing lethargy. Physical activity is timed to coincide with local time zones, coaxing the body into adjusting naturally. Light exposure, a surprisingly powerful tool, is manipulated to signal to the brain when to be alert and when to rest. Yet, even with these precautions, Ila admits that the adjustment is never instantaneous. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of jet lag is its psychological toll. Tennis is as much a mental game as a physical one, and fatigue clouds judgment. The subtle irritability, the lack of focus, the frustration at diminished performance, these are all compounded by the sense of urgency inherent in professional tennis. Unlike casual travelers who can sleep off fatigue, a player like Ila cannot afford to wait. Tournaments adhere to strict schedules. Matches cannot be postponed for recovery from travel. Jet lag becomes a silent opponent that must be fought while simultaneously facing a visible one across the net. Interestingly, Ila's reflections reveal a paradox. Jet lag, while formidable, has also cultivated resilience. She describes it as a teacher, a relentless one, forcing players to master not just tennis techniques but also body awareness, adaptability, and mental toughness. Learning to compete effectively despite jet lag enhances her ability to manage pressure in other areas of the game. It's like playing chess while someone is shaking the board, she explains. The experience forces players to find balance, to develop rituals that anchor them despite chaos, and to recognize the limits and capabilities of their own bodies. Ila's candid acknowledgement of jet lag as a professional obstacle also highlights a broader issue within elite sports. The physical and mental demands of constant travel are often invisible to fans. While spectators marvel at breathtaking rallies, match points, and Grand Slam victories, few consider the hours of plane travel, disrupted sleep, and physiological stress that precede those moments. In interviews and social media posts, Ila has sought to illuminate this hidden aspect of tennis life, advocating for greater awareness and strategic planning for travel-related fatigue. Her insights resonate with fellow players and coaches who recognize that peak performance is about more than talent and training. It's about mastering the interplay between body, mind, and environment. The conversation around jet lag also raises questions about how tournaments and governing bodies might better accommodate athletes. While the global nature of tennis is a strength, it comes at a cost. Adjustments in scheduling, longer rest periods between matches after long-distance travel, or more predictable tournament rotations could reduce the physical toll on players. Ila, in her thoughtful and measured way, has joined other athletes in prompting discussions about sustainable practices in professional sports, acknowledging that managing jet lag is not just a personal challenge but a systemic one. In the end, Ila's perspective on jet lag underscores a profound truth about professional tennis. The game is as much about navigating invisible challenges as it is about striking a ball with precision. Jet lag may not appear on the scoreboard, but it affects every serve, volley, and rally. For players like Ila, it is a constant adversary, demanding discipline, resilience, and self-awareness. Yet, it is also a catalyst for growth, a reminder that success in tennis is not merely measured by titles or rankings, but by the capacity to overcome unseen obstacles with grace and determination. Ila's reflections remind us that behind every headline victory,